YouTube world and beyond. You already know who it is, and you already know what it is. It's the Outlier B, and I'm right back up at you cats with another video. So what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? I'm good. Just doing me. But y'all, it's another rainy day out here, man. But it is what it is. We're gonna make it work. It ain't stopping nothing. I got my umbrella. We headed off to start the day. It is what it is, my people. We ain't gonna let a little bit of rain stop us from doing what we need to do, my people. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. I think I caught a summer cold, man. I don't know how it happened. I think I caught a summer cold, y'all. It does not feel that good. My brother feel a little weak. I just feel a little bit under the weather. But I'm straight. We're gonna thug it out, y'all. We're gonna thug it out. It ain't really gonna stop the show. You can't allow those types of things to stop the show, my people. You know? So how was y'all weekend, man? I hope it was straight. Hope your weekend was straight, my people. Because mine was. It went pretty fast. Not too much happened. I made some updates to the page. Got a little bit of things I want to talk about on the page. I was trying to keep it all New York before. Just talk about New York stories. But now we're going to extend it, man. We're going to extend it, and we're going to be speaking about different things. Not just New York stories, my people. Not just New York stories. So we got one person on the check-in. Chargram said, "Where are you?" I'm out here in New York, my brother. Out here in New York. This is Long Island in Nassau County, my people. Long Island in Nassau County. I've been doing this walk to the train station for a minute now, y'all. For a minute now, non-stop. I've been doing this walk consistently every Monday through Friday since like January of this year. And do y'all believe that it only rained like twice since we've been out here? At this time in the morning, at 4:30 in the morning, it only rained like twice. But both times have been very, very, very recently. It started raining like the beginning of this month, the end of last month. And it's raining now, y'all. It's raining now. So we got somebody else ask what's the time over here. It is 4:35 a.m., my people. 4:35 in the morning. Where you coming in from, my brother? Where you checking in from, and what time is it where you are? You know, we get a bunch of people from a whole bunch of different places. And I just like to know where you guys checking in from, where you guys are listening in from. Let me know, you know, definitely let me know. This morning, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. He said he's from Indonesia. Shout out to the people in Indonesia. We got so many people that come in from different countries, and I love it all. That's what I like, man, bringing people together from different places. Bringing people in from different places, and that's what's up. But yeah, it's a rough one out here this morning, y'all. It's not as bad as a couple weeks ago, because a couple weeks ago, it was also a bunch of wind. But it's not too much wind today. Not too much wind today. From what I understand, I looked at the weather forecast, and they said it's supposed to be like this up until like maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. And then it's going to subside, my people. But how was y'all weekend, man? How was y'all weekend? We're going to touch up on a couple of things today. I'm going to tell you cats how my weekend went. I went to the mall on Sunday, just walking around, looking at some things, got some stuff to eat from the mall. My drinking was actually pretty good this weekend. The only day I drank was on Friday, y'all. It was Friday night. And no more alcohol for the rest of the weekend. So that was definitely a good thing. That feels good. My stomach is actually feeling pretty good, y'all. The only issue I'm having right now is with my sensors. I told you cats that I use the Omnipod mixed in with the Dexcon 7, which is a continuous glucose monitor. However, them things, they fall off your body, man, in this hot weather. So what ends up happening is that you run out of pods, and then your insurance don't cover it because the subscription isn't ready to be filled. I gotta wait until Wednesday in order to get that prescription. So we got somebody on the check-in, Jessie. She said, hi, what's going on? How you feeling? Where you checking in from? Where are you checking in from and what time is it? Where you are? We got 9 people on the check-in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If this is something that you guys like. And what is this? It's nothing special, my people. Nothing special. I'm just a cat who walk his way to work every single day and speak about the happenings of the world, y'all. Speak about the happenings of the world. You dig? So I got another big biography coming up. I'm gonna be talking about the dude, not Devin the dude. Shout out to Devin the dude, straight from Texas. We're gonna be speaking about Quincy Jones, y'all. Straight from Chicago. A straight legend in the heavyweight in this hip hop R&B world, man. I mean, that cat was a genius, y'all. You guys like Quincy Jones music? Anybody in here like Quincy Jones music? Do any of you guys listen to R&B? Any of you guys listen to rap? Because he's been very instrumental in that whole industry, y'all. But let me tell y'all an interesting story about Quincy Jones. So I'm sure you guys heard of the Manson family. Y'all heard about the Manson family? With Charles Manson and his followers? Well, one of the houses that they went to, my boy Quincy Jones was on his way to the house. He had a dinner date with one of the people there, Tate. And on his way, I believe he got a call from the studio. And they stopped him from going there. So Quincy Jones would have been killed in that Manson family thing. That's crazy, right? That's definitely crazy, man. You know? And I look at like the Manson family and those type of situations that happen. And it's kind of scary, y'all. Kind of scary. That's one of the reasons why, you know, I kind of be leery on going to places that's really isolated, where you got a bunch of space between the houses. I believe it happened over there, like in Hollywood, in that area. And just imagine, man, people coming up in your crib and you just chilling. And they got that on their mind. That's some scary stuff, my people. I think about that type of stuff, you know what I mean? But it's scary. And we wouldn't have had some of the great hits that we had with Quincy Jones if he would have went there. And that's interesting, man. That's definitely interesting, you know? Interesting stuff. I always look at that type of stuff, man. Y'all believe in fate? Do you guys believe in fate? Y'all believe in luck, superstition, and things like that? Or not? Or don't you? I used to play baseball. And baseball teaches you to be very superstitious, y'all. Baseball is one of the most superstitious sports. It's like when you get a hit or a home run, you try to replicate every single thing that you did to get to get that hit. So I was so superstitious in baseball. If I got a hit, I used to, damn, son, these cats is, look at this. Diabolical, son. Diabolical. Yeah. So when I used to get a hit, man, I used to want to put on the same batting gloves. I used to want to take the same amount of warm-up swings. Before I came up to bat, I used to time my steps. I used to do the same thing in the batter's box every single time. That's how baseball have you, yo, real superstitious. But as I gotten older, man, I don't think I believe in superstitions, yo. I definitely don't believe in horoscopes. You feel me? I got a friend who I went to college with. We was born on the actual same day, May 19th, in the same exact year. Both of us was the same age, May 19th, 1980. And we are completely different individuals. You know what I mean? Then, in my life, I've been different types of people in my life. You understand what I'm saying? From the time I was 19, 20, 24, I'm a different person at 45 than I was. Damn, I'm 40. I'm a different person at 46 than I was at 23. Completely different. So I don't believe them horoscopes really mean something. But there was a time where I was very superstitious. I remember I was gonna get a tattoo of the Taurus on my arm, yo, because I was so into horoscopes. But it's trash. I don't believe in that. So we got somebody else on the check-in. Don Kim said, "Where are you, my dude?" I'm out here in Long Island. This is Nassau County, New York. My people, Nassau County, New York, a suburb of New York City. We're about 45 minutes to an hour away from Manhattan, about 30 minutes away from Queens, my people. 30 minutes away from Queens, but we on the scene, man. We definitely on the scene. We ain't too far out there on the island, you know. Long Island is broken up into two separate places. You got Nassau County and Suffolk County. My man said, "Nice, mate." Are you from the UK? Using such words as mate? But yeah, Long Island is broken up. Nassau County, Suffolk County. Not too many people know a lot about this place, but you've heard of it. You know, the Hamptons are out here in Long Island. That's out there in Suffolk, you know. Somebody said, "You going home?" Nah, my brother. Always ran home, always slept for the night. I'm on my way to work, my brother. On my way to work, and I gotta take the train to get to my location. Gotta take the train to get to my location. It seems like this weather is subsiding, which is a good thing. Definitely a good thing. But I think it's really supposed to rain up until, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock today. You know? And I am under the weather, y'all. I'm definitely feeling under the weather, man. You know, I don't know what happened. How the hell I catch a summer cold, y'all? Crazy. Yeah, I feel weak. Feel like a little something, you know? We out here, man. We out here. We making it do what it do, y'all. Ain't too much complaining. Ain't too much complaining from me, you know? You know, so what y'all looking forward to this week, man? What's on the horizon? What's on the agenda this week for y'all? Me, my weeks, man, they never really the same. So I don't know. I can't really judge it. I know I'm going to work. I don't know what they may have for me this week, man. But I just hope it ain't nonsense, man. Hope it ain't no nonsense. But I got a feeling it is going to be. I got a feeling it's going to be some nonsense this week. I say that because they've been off my tail. They've been off my tail for the last couple of weeks. But I know it ain't going to be too long before they stay off of it, man. You know? It just seems like these cats just don't like me, yo. For whatever reason. But it is what it is, my people. I make it do what it do. I don't complain. Just make it work, y'all. Make it work. Yeah. Somebody else on the check-in said, my man, I can feel you are in cold. You are in, yeah, I got a cold, man. You in my nose. Very bad cold, man. I don't know where it came from, though, man. You know? I don't know where it came from. But the worst part about it is that I'm not feeling good. Like, I could deal with a little runny nose, a little phlegm in my throat, but this feeling kind of weak is the bad part. Then I'm out here in this rain, man. Out here in this rain. But this is what I say, man. This is what I say about it. Sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do, man, to be where you are, to get where you need to get. Sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do to get where you need to be. And in all honesty, check this. It ain't gonna last. This is just a season. You dig? It ain't gonna last. I'll be all right by Wednesday. So I ain't tripping. I'm gonna be all right by Wednesday. You know? And I keep switching topics tonight. But this is real, man. This is real. What do y'all feel about those YouTubers that come on and ask y'all for money, yo? I think we living in a crazy society, y'all. It's this one content creator I watch, you know. Now this person came on and already told us why she don't like working. She said she don't like gossiping, the so-called gossiping at the job. She said she don't like the cooler talk. She don't like to take instructions from people. Don't want to wake up early in the morning and deal with none of that. So guess what this person does? They come online and they complain about the bills that they got to pay. They complain about it's so hard out here in this world. And the craziest thing is you got these people who watch these guys and give them money, yo. Give them money. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Like, the world is truly changing, son. The world is truly changing, kid. I'm gonna tell y'all about what my mama did. My mama ain't say, oh, I don't like to take instructions. I don't want to get up early in the morning. She had 2 boys, right? The bills had to get paid. She had to have some type of stability. So it didn't matter what she didn't like. Just like now, I'm tired. You know what I mean? Sick. It's raining. I could easily just come up here and say, you know what? I don't want to do it. I don't want to get up. I don't want to work. I don't want to do this. And I'm going to have my YouTube subscribers. I'm going to complain about all the bills I have and come up here and give y'all a sob story and beg y'all for money, yo. And beg y'all for money, son. Like, for me, you know, like, basically what you're doing is you're like them people on the subway, son, who walk around with a baby and they ask you for money. Walk around with a baby and ask you for money. And usually those guys at least have mental issues. Ain't no mental issues. My boy, my boy came back, Fade Z, said, yo, I'm back. How are you? I'm straight, my brother. 007, how you feeling, man? You an agent? You an agent 007? Is you an agent? Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. But yeah, son, like these cats, like, come on, son. Like, all right, even if you say you creating content, like what content are you creating? You're creating a sob story so people could feel sorry for you and then give you money and you call that your job? That's the equivalent of a homeless person or a person playing homeless just so you could give him money or her money. But then once they get their money, they going back into their bins and going into their mansion. That's the same exact thing. When did that become content, son? Like I said, my mom had 2 kids, right? Me and my brother. She ain't begged. She ain't asked nobody for money. There's been times where she went to worked 2 jobs, went to school, just to provide a stable living for me and my brother. Nobody gave her money. Of course, my father was around. He helped out, of course. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there was no YouTube to come over here and beg subscribers for money. And then the subscribers, yo, like, I understand we all, you know, we all struggle. We all struggle. But you get up and work every single day. You get up and deal with all the politics at work. You get up and deal with the two-facedness. So why don't they do it? Why you giving people your hard-earned money when these cats ain't doing nothing, son? Like, even with the vacation shit. At most jobs, you're gonna get 4 weeks of vacation. These so-called dudes who call themselves living their own lives, they're not going on 4 vacations a week, a month. They not. They just literally sitting at home doing gig work because it's easy. It don't really take no hard work to do it. And then they're coming on begging y'all, coming up with a whole bunch of excuses of why they don't want no type of responsibility. Come on, son. I see it, and like that kind of bothered me, man. It kind of bothered me. Then these guys will call you, who are giving them money, like regular people. Like, these guys are deluded in their head, son. Like, they think they above going to work. Like, they got so much talent. And then they use the names of a Tyler Perry, of a Kobe, of, you know what I mean, a Steve Jobs, all the people who are true outliers, the Bill Gates, who actually had talent, who actually spent years and years and years learning a skill. And they're living basically off of the time that they put in. But these other cats ain't putting in no time, son. They think they could just turn on the TV. They think they could just turn on the camera, talk nonsense, do gig work, and be rich off of it. It's crazy. But I'm up out here, man. That's my daily rant for the day. I know y'all like rants. But I'm out here, man. I love y'all. This is the Outlier B.